Hey, okay, this is the third part of this sequence, and we said we would talk about renovations. I love renovations. I have so much fun with renovations. When I got here and was going to buy my own space, I bought the property and it was just sitting there like week after week. And I was finally sitting with another agent waiting for some clients to come in, and she's like, "So what are you doing?" And I'm like, "Except for working." And I'm like, "Well, I'm supposed to be renovating my new apartment, but I don't even know where to begin. Like, who do I call? Where do I find people? Who do I ask?" Lucky for me, she said, "Use my builder. He's spectacular." So I call her builder and he comes over and I'd find other people. So I took 3 bids in, which you always should do because someone's going to have worked with somebody that they like, right? So I came in, I took 3 bids. And then I had a friend of mine who was Portuguese. I'm like, break this down for me so I know exactly what they're talking about. And he did. And he's like, this guy is your guy. So I called up my builder and I said, now I called him my builder. But then I called him up and said, you won the bid. Please come in. Let's work this through. Lucky for me, we had the exact same idea about life. Like my mood board, when I handed it to him, 6 months later, he handed it back to me and it was identical. I mean, it was like tears rolling down my face, like, oh my God, I got it. And working together with him was spectacular. So since then, anytime we have a second showing, he shows up and he gives you the what's what. Can you move this wall? Can you put in new this? Can you change that? Is this okay? And he'll give you a price and an answer for all of that. But what I want you to know in general terms is that if you do not change the facade of your house, you technically don't need a license to pull from this town hall. Yes, if you're going to move a wall and it's a bearing wall, you do need an architect to come in and sign off on the fact that you're not ruining the integrity of the house, especially if you live in an apartment with someone below you. You have to make sure that you never put anybody in danger. So you put in your supporting beams, you get your write-off from your architect, and so that's the only thing you really need to do. No licenses need to be pulled if you're just working internally. And so the internal works should be easy. As we talked about in part 1, there's pillars, and so we can work around all those pillars, and you can really do anything you want inside. I put in a loft. Now, I didn't ask anybody, which means when I go to sell, I can't advertise the loft as extra square meters, and I can't advertise it as an extra room because it's not on my tax document. And unless I change that, I don't get to charge for it. So it's not licensed. But as long as when someone comes in and wants to get a mortgage for my apartment, they don't ask the guy to mortgage that because he won't because it's not licensed. So we're just going to get a mortgage on that original footprint, the one that's registered with the finances. As long as you know that going in, you're fine. You can do anything you want inside your house. So I got your renovation expert. I know where the good tiles are and the good windows. We know where to get those, the good wood floors. We have our sources. So I have you from A to Z. We can decorate it together. Please let me decorate it with you because I have so much fun doing that. All right. I don't have to do it with you, but I'll just point you in the right direction. And I have great decorators and the vision of how to kind of incorporate a Portuguese house together with American or English or wherever you're coming from and whatever you want to bring with you, we can do that. And I will support you all the way. So renovations, not as scary as most people would like to think. It's if you know who you're dealing with and you know where your sources are, you're going to be fine. I promise you. We'll work together and get you a beautiful home that you can call yours.